believe I think One Life to Live was one of my first auditions. I actually it's an interesting story how I got the part, and I don't think I've ever told it before. I'm working on a book right now, so I'm writing all of this part of my life because this really did start everything, and I'm remembering things that were kind of crazy to think about at that age. So I had booked Spencer for Hire with Robert Urich. It was my very first. Did you do that too? Oh, it's good. Um, so I auditioned for that. I got the job, and we were filming in Boston. It was a Thanksgiving episode, and I was there for about 2 or 3 days. And I had auditioned, I believe, for One Life to Live before I had left, just like a casting call kind of thing. And when I was in Boston, I got the call that they wanted me to screen test, but I was in another state, but it was like, "No, it's gonna be, tomorrow." And I had happened to get food poisoning the night before, and all I remember was not being able to go to set on Spencer for Hire because I was sick I the night before, in the restroom and throwing up and, it whatever, and maybe TMI, but I had to go to New York, otherwise I was gonna miss out on this opportunity to screen test for it, and I was gonna be in Boston for the rest of the week filming. So, we managed to tell again, I don't know how my mom pulled this off. We managed to tell the producers who knew that I had food poisoning that I couldn't come to work that day because I was in the hotel very sick. So they rearranged their schedule, and in reality, I got on an airplane with my stepdad at the time and flew to New York, sick and all, did my screen test, and then flew back that night to be able to work the next day on Spencer for Hire. So I rolled in and I rolled out, and I remember being really upset that my white turtleneck, I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing a white turtleneck and a red skirt, and I remember being upset that I got my white turtleneck dirty on the airplane on the way to the screen test, and I thought that it was going to matter somehow. But I rolled in, got the job, rolled out, went back to Boston to finish out the show, and the producers never knew that I had even left. And my mom, I guess, put a chair outside the room, and if anybody came by to see how I was feeling or how I was doing, she told them that I was asleep and that I was getting my rest and doing better. And I was actually in New York City screen testing for One Life to Live. Thank God, and I got the job.